Good Wednesday afternoon to you, buddy. Welcome to a special edition of AnglerChannel.com video down here at Sportsman's Warehouse, Columbia, South Carolina. Fishing manager Craig Baird with us, and Craig, it's April the 6th. That means this is as peak as it gets for fishing season, and we've got a peak weekend. Speaking of peak, we've got the Bassmaster Elite Series right down the road in Georgetown, South Carolina, at Winyah Bay. Kicks off tomorrow. To me, that's going to be a very interesting tournament.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of feedback from that area, but
nor does anybody.
I don't think anybody does. But doing a little research and we kind of follow that, as you do, and I'm sure as you guys do. You're going to have to look for a tight body of water, and they're going to be very target specific. So you're going to see guys moving pretty quickly, covering a lot of water. When they're trying to get target specific, they're probably going to use smaller baits. Perhaps ultra vibes. I don't know what they're going to end up doing. Some of the creature baits, baby brush hogs. That's going to be an option. Senkos are probably going to play a real big one. Senkos lately have been really hot, and I want to show you guys just real quickly. When you pair up a Senko, if you're going to be getting these into docks and tight cover and skipping them or whatever you're trying to do, those skip gap hooks, they have that little extra bend. I don't know if you guys can see it at all, but there's a little bend that holds that pressure that prevents that nose from slipping back on that hook that we all run into as an issue. Yeah. So that's going to be a bait and probably a hook that they're going to be getting into. Searching. If you're going to search, you're going to throw a crankbait. If you're going to throw a crankbait, it's going to be a square bill. And, the 1.5s, the 2.5s definitely have to play a factor. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to throw. I'm not sure what the watercolor is there, but they're going to match something up like that. This is good at deflecting any kind of cover. They're going to get into a little bit of everything from sticks to rocks to who knows. So that's what they're going to cover. But while we're talking about search baits, let's talk for a second about Hartwell.
Yeah, we got the Ray Scott Championship going on at Hartwell this weekend, going out of, I believe it's Green Pond in Anderson, and we'll be up there covering that event. Yep. Hartwell, as you well know, is a great fishery. It's a big, big body of water. And this time of year, it takes anywhere from 18 to 22 pounds to win up there. Yeah. You got a lot of shoals. You just got a lot of territory to cover. So with that being said, let's go back to what you were talking about.
Well, again, back to the square bill, you're going to do search baits, and crankbaits have been popular lately with the whole spawn, post-spawn. It's kind of a mix right now. I think we're nearing the end of it, but the crankbait bite's still good. A lot of guys are leaning on topwater baits, spooks, Sammys, all that good stuff, Lucky Craft, whatever your brand of choice is, but anything topwater is being really productive right now. And then the almighty fluke. Flukes are just a #1 bait here in the South, as everybody well knows. Just got these guys back in as far as the Sioux spins. Casey Ashley made this stuff pretty famous. The white flukes, got them in standard, regular, super flukes that we always carry, and lots of them. Casey prefers the junior. And then some guys just swear by throwing the Magnum. So, we got some of everything, and I think we got all the bases covered.
I think we do too, and I think those baits are also applicable for Kerr, which is where the Angler Choice Marine Team Trail is going out of this Saturday. And, the one thing that we do know about Kerr is you better check that water level, because if it's not right around 304, you're going to have massive changes in how you fish that lake. I think the water level dictates how many brush piles you can see, because there's a lot of brush piles in that lake. The largemouth bass virus that was up there 3 years ago is pretty much gone. So the fishing is better at Kerr. Finding the quality won't be easy, but it's more attainable. 3 years ago, you just couldn't get more than 12 or 14 pounds out of that lake.
Yeah, it's just going to be an unusual weekend all the way across the board.
Yeah, when you think about Winyah Bay, Kerr, Hartwell, and we're just scratching the surface. I mean, you got tons of other tournaments going on all over the place, but this is great, Craig, and I'm really interested to see how those guys on the elite side handle Winyah Bay and what the weights look like. I mean, is somebody going to roll in with a 30-pound bag? I don't think so, but you never know.
You never know. Those guys are always amazing. They get paid to do what we all love to do, so they'll come up with something interesting.
Yeah, and as we all say, somebody's going to catch them. They always do, right?
Yeah, there's a fish biting somewhere, and those guys are paid to find it.
That's right. That's exactly right. Well, hey, man, great seeing you. Don't forget, all this product's available 24/7 at sportsmanswarehouse.com. You can also find a location near you with 65 stores and expanding. There's probably, and growing, there's a new one coming your way if it's not there already. Hey, man, great seeing you. Great time to be fishing. come by your local Sportsman's Warehouse, and we'll see you next week.